Hey everybody, what's going on? The Underwoa here. I am back, and this time I'm bringing you something a little different. It's going to be War of the Roses. This is a pretty cool game, fresh off of Steam. I believe October 2nd was the release date. You can pick it up off of Steam for $30. It's a really fun game. If you don't know anything about it, just wait and see. It's basically a War of the Roses was like a war in England or whatever. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't know everything about it. I don't want to give you some wrong information. Set in the 1400s, but let's get into it here. So let's see some of the stuff you can do. You can change your coat of arms. Tons of options here. Lots of colors, lots of everything. I'm probably going to do that at some other point. Right now I just have a straight black shield. I think it actually looks kind of cool. So you know what, actually let's put that on it. Let's put a fish on it. A fish, yeah. A purple and yellow fish. That's good right there. Alright. You can do other stuff. Profile editor. You start out with Footman, and these are like the I guess think of Call of Duty almost. These are like your preset classes that you can't alter at all. And then as you level up, you can buy custom slots and make your own things. Like right here, I've played the game a little bit so I could get sort of accustomed to it so I don't sound like a total idiot with you guys. But I've sort of set up an archer class right here, and that's like mainly what I'm going to be playing with today. I'll also show off some of the sword action so you guys can see how that kind of works. It's really interesting game. The way you attack with swords and all that kind of stuff, but you'll see that soon. So let's go ahead and jump right into a multiplayer game. You click multiplayer server browser and it comes up with all the servers, and I have it here to search for servers that are not full and servers that have players. I've found that to be the most efficient way to search, and you know, any map is fine. Obviously you don't want it password protected unless you have a buddy set up the server or something. But let's see, let's just do a regular team deathmatch right here, 31 out of 32. Let's see if we can connect. So this game, obviously, it's new. It just came out, so there are some issues with it. I haven't seen any glitches or anything like that, but the main problem that happens is sometimes the game will just kind of shut off on you. And I mean, that's expected off a new game. The servers are getting loaded up. They're still working out the kinks, but besides that, it's just a really fun game to play. So let's go ahead and jump in there and choose Archer, and you can select a squad to join. Basically, when you select a squad, it allows you to spawn on other people in your squad. So let's join this one, and in the mini-map over to the right, you can actually click on one of your guys to spawn with, or you can click on one of the base camps. I'm going to spawn at one of the base camps because I don't want to be right up in the action to begin with, because I am an archer. And archers don't want to get up in the fight all that often. Alright, there's a guy right there. So what you do there, you're going to right click to pull it back. You see the thing pop up right there. That's how much power there is into it. Then you left click to release. And yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy. Come on. Ugh. Yeah, this game is it's pretty hard. It takes a lot of getting used to. I don't think I've ever played another game that uses the same mechanics as this one. It's pretty interesting, and I don't know, they did a good job with it, I think. Oh god, got another archer fighting me. Oh no. Yeah, you can get a horse with a lance, and these guys pretty much dominate the battlefield until you can knock them off their horse. And the only way to get them off the horse is if they get off on their own free will, or if you shoot them off, unlike that. See if we can get him off of his horse here. Ugh, there we go. Took him right off of there. But now he's charging me. Alright, let's see if I can't kill him with our sword here. Nope, he took me down pretty easily. Alright. So, I guess I'll take the second to talk about the swords and the way they work. It's really, I know I've said it a lot, but it's a really interesting mechanic. And basically what you do, let me spawn here and pull out my sword. What you do is you click, and as you're clicking, you pull either to the right, to the left, down, or up. and depending on which direction you point it, that is going to depend on the attack you do. And that comes in handy when you're trying to get around a block. Because to block, when you have a sword out, you right-click and you use the same mechanic and drag the mouse up, down, left, or right. And you can block certain swings from whatever edge they're coming from. Oh, right here, let me show you this. You can execute people for extra experience. Otherwise, they lie there dead until an ally comes to revive them, or until they yield, which is basically giving up and killing yourself. So let's see if we can't pick off a few of their archers. Oh, and for each damage you do, you get 1 experience point per damage, which is pretty interesting. Now, that doesn't mean, like, oh, it's super easy to get experience and you level up like crazy fast. I mean, you need a lot of experience per level. I mean, headshot, insta-kill, nice, alright. Yeah, to level up you need like thousands, like tens of thousands experience just to get to like level 5 or something. It's pretty crazy, but the amount of experience you do get, it definitely compensates for that. Oh no. Alright, I'm not a little closer than I want to be right now. Oh no. Alright, let's get our sword out and see if we can't finish these guys off. Alright. Get around your shield. Yeah, it's really tricky to begin with. I do not at all claim to be a master of this game. It is very hard to get used to. There's some people that just do exceptionally well already. I'm sure those are people that played the beta. I wish I had played the beta. Get a little practice in. I tried to get as much practice in as I could before I showed you guys this video. But I'm going to go ahead and yield. Looks like he's yielding too. Alright, let's spawn in as a foot knight. Get you guys like a little bit of a feel for more swordsmanship kind of thing. I'm gonna pull out my poleaxe because, you know, it's a poleaxe. And poleaxes are freaking awesome. And with the poleaxe, you have to have a certain range apparently, or you just hit him with the stick and it doesn't do any damage. Oh, let's give him a stab. Come here, buddy. Come on. Yeah, poleaxe fight. Ugh. Oh, come on, that was right in his face. Alright. You know what, I'm just going to take the execution then. That is brutal. That is brutal. But I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, I hit him in the shield, still did 51. That is crazy. I'll start using this. See, I haven't used too much melee. I've been mainly doing an archer class because I don't know. I just find long range in this kind of time frame really cool. But I'd say if you want to get when you first start, well, when you first start, you have to do melee because you get a foot soldier, and that's your only option. But I'd say if you really want to get used to the game fast, do a lot of melee kind of stuff. Because it really gets you up and teaches you like the core mechanics of the game, and the more practice you get in that, I feel like that's definitely better. Oh man, that was bad. I'm just missing it up today, aren't I? That's all right. That is all right. All right, there's no way I can miss. What is there? All right, Ella. That was what? That was a... Come on. Come on. Yeah, come up the... That was stupid. You deserve to be executed for that, my good sir. Oh no. Not good. Oh yeah, you can get attacked while you're doing that. FYI. Let's go ahead and yield. Oh no, I'm getting... Oh man, that is brutal. Let's spawn on this friend. Let's spawn on our friend here. And as far as I know, there is no sprint in this game, but there is a perk, I believe, where it's like fleet foot or something like that, where you can move a little faster, which is really nice, because sometimes it feels like you're going pretty slow sometimes. Alright, let's go, son. I ain't taking none of your crap today. Here. long sword. Haha! Yes! You are dead. Well, not really, you're just knocked down. Yes, get stuck on your teammate. Haha! I like how you can just kind of run at them with your sword or your axe up. It just looks amazing. Just total barbarian. Alright, come on guys. Pick me up. Don't worry about him. I'm more important than that. Yes, excellent. Alright. Let's see if we can't knock this guy off his horse again. Just being a douche. I beg you. Ow. And if you get lanced by a horse, I'm pretty sure it's always instant death. Haha, that's 2 for 2, sorta. But that's 2 horses down. We'll let our teammates take care of him. Let's see if, let's sneak up on this guy right here. Nope, that was a bad shot. Oh no, oh no, sword. Oh god. Oh man. I guess, just to show off a little more stuff here, I guess I'll just go over the controls, because I haven't been able to find anything that tells me the controls. No, I'm not saying there isn't a way to look it up in the menu. I'm just saying I have not been able to find one. So I guess the only controls I really know is, you know, moving is like WASD, sword swing, blocking, aiming, shooting, that's right and left click. To crouch, which is a toggle, you press control and control to get out of it. Also, a perk you can get for the bow, or the crossbow, is you can get a zoom thing, which also while you're aiming, you just press control, and it should zoom you in. That's pretty cool. I played with it a little bit, but in the end, I figured the best thing for me is the thing that lets me aim faster, because the longbow, like, you see me aim now, it's pretty fast. But normally it's like crazy slow, and it's like, ugh, I'm dead before I can even shoot anything. So yeah, I definitely suggest getting that. And then also, I got the one that makes my arrows fly further, because before that, they just kind of drop off after like 50 feet, which is kind of hard to make a shot. So I've noticed to definitely get a lot more headshots when I have this perk activated. And you can have a ton of perks. Like, it's, again, I'm gonna reference Call of Duty. It's kind of like Call of Duty, except instead of 3 perks, you can have 2 perks per, like, thing. I don't even know what to call it, but you can essentially have like 8 perks, and it's pretty cool. Oh, I'm gonna save you, buddy. I am going to save you. And this actually reminds me, there is team damage in this game. I don't know if it's a setting or if it's automatic, but sometimes it reflects the damage. So like if I was to hit my teammate right here for like 30 damage, it would do that damage to me instead, which is kind of cool. It stops people from team killing, but it kind of sucks when you're aiming your shot and then your teammate just freaking like runs right in front of you and gets shot in the head and you die. But yeah, but for the most part, I definitely agree with that mechanic. The reflective damage, it's very nice. Oh, and there we go. We lost. It was a close game. 92 to 100, and that's the amount of kills we got. Normally these games, they can last anywhere from, God, you can set it to any amount of time you want. Probably 5 or 10 minutes is the minimum. I've jumped in a game where it was 300 minutes long, but obviously it didn't go that long. It goes until you get 100 kills. Let's see how I did here. I went 7 and 7. That's an even KD. It's pretty good. 2 headshots, 3 times kill streak, and you can see there the yellow number on the right side. That's how much money you made that battle. 1835 is, I guess, I don't know. With me, that's about average, I guess. 2000 is generally about what you're going to pay to unlock certain things. I'll finish this video off. I won't do another battle right now. I'll finish this video off showing you guys some of the customization and perks you can get. So let's go ahead and leave the battle so we have more time to look at it. So that'll take you directly to the main menu. So you go into Profile Editor and click on the class you want to change. Now here's what you can do. Now here's the perks. This is what I was saying. You have offensive perks, defensive perks, supportive perks, movement perks, and officer perks. Now, that's what I was saying. You get 2 perks, like per, like, you get 2 subcategory perks, like for each one. So in offensive, you click on that. You want to be an archer, then you pick the 2 perks related to being an archer. If you wanted to be a man-at-arms, which is basically a sword thing, you pick the 2 things related to swords. But I want to be an archer, obviously. And here I pick, what was it? It was marksman training and the longbowman. And, yeah, so there's all those. Defensive perks, you basically pick the kind of armor you want and kind of how good your armor is. Like, in this case, regenerative. Allows you to bandage yourself quicker than normal, which is nice. I have thick skin, which is just increases my armor's absorption stat. There's also supportive perks where you get to you capture objectives faster and you pick people up quicker and heal yourself quicker. Movement perks, this is basically the one that allows you to move faster. And officer perks is at level 20 is where you get to like tag objectives and stuff. I don't know how useful that really is. I haven't had experience with being level 20 obviously. But then you get to go into your main weapon, and there's a lot of weapons for this being like a 1400s based game. There's 2-handed axes, all of those, doesn't look at those, have nothing and just have an offhand weapon. Pole arms, 4 different kinds of pole arms. You got spears, lances, 2-handed swords, crossbows, just one kind of crossbow, and bows. There's 3 kinds of bows. Now, with a bow, you can go in and you get to pick the head of the shaft. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Get your mind out of the gutter. But you get to pick the shaft head here, and it does different things. I go standard, and you can pick your quiver and all that, your sidearm. You can do the same thing with swords. Like, let's see here. Look at this. Scottish sword, you get to pick your fighting style. You pick the blade material, the edge grind, the pommel. I mean, it gets pretty crazy. Then you pick your armor. You have all the different helmets, like light, medium, and heavy armor. So that's pretty cool. You can also, if you get the perk cavalry, you can get the mount, which requires level 10, which I am now. So maybe I'll check that out at some time, and I'll show you guys that. I'm sure there's a whole different set of controls there that I'm going to have to get used to again. Because this game, to be honest, is pretty hard at first, but you'll get used to it, and it's really fun. So let's go ahead and change this back to how it was, so I don't forget. And you pick your sidearm, which is like basically another sword or a dagger or whatever. And then these are all your perks over here that you've selected, and you can rename it to, you know, whatever you want. I named mine Archer, obviously, because I'm an archer. But you can name it whatever you want. Then you can reset here. It's pretty much like Call of Duty, if I want to reference that again. So I think that's it, guys. That's just my thoughts and some gameplay on War of the Roses. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and a comment. Definitely subscribe for more. Let me know if you guys want to see me play any other games or show off any other games. Give them a review, maybe. And yeah, just leave that in the comments if you want to see any of that. And that is it. I will see you guys next time.